Alright guys, little disclaimer before we start. Later in this video, I am going to be discussing the 3 fantasy drafts I want to do with my fans. We did several of these last year, and it'll probably be later rounds after I'm done with my top picks. When I'm just picking sleepers, I will discuss kind of the 3 different league formats I want to do, and if anyone's interested in joining, there's a little stipulation thing that I got to talk about with all that. So, guys, this is the number 3 overall pick, 10-team league. I've done the number 1 overall pick, the number 5 overall pick, the number 10 overall pick. Now I'm doing number 3, and I'll probably do number 7, and then I'll do mainly 12-team leagues after that. But my thought process right now, remember guys, this is a 10-team full-point regular standard PPR, and what I'm thinking right now, I am completely fine in a 10-team league risking it on Christian McCaffrey and hoping he stays healthy. And the whole thing with Christian McCaffrey is, if he's healthy, this is an amazing pick. If he's not, it's your own fault, right? Because he hasn't been healthy the past 2 years, but he's still young. If you want to look at the positive, he doesn't have a lot of wear and tear on his body. We know he's an unbelievable PPR god. It's basically a cheat code, so that's who I'm probably going to be taking. If Taylor goes number 1, Cooper Kupp goes number 2. If Cooper Kupp is available, I'll take him. So if McCaffrey gets picked, I'll just take Cooper Kupp. It's not really that big of a deal to me. So we will see what happens here with this individual. It should not be a hard pick. And, all right, he takes... honestly, if McCaffrey stays healthy, he can be picked first. I'll just pick Cooper Kupp. I have no issues with it in a 10-team league. Picking a receiver. Eckler, I have major injury concerns, and they had said they wanted to limit his workload. And then I just think Cooper Kupp is just a better player, like, in terms of targets. Like, there's no reason to pick Justin Jefferson or Chase over Cooper Kupp. They're both great choices, but let's not force it. Let's take the sure thing here. Let's not try and outsmart ourselves. And I've got a superstar receiver, and then I'll be picking, I believe, number 18 is when I'll be picking next, and I will probably be looking for a running back. Maybe Joe Mixon falls to me, although probably not. At that point, it's probably going to be a Cam Akers type deal. When it comes to these people, guys, we've literally had 4 out of the last 5 people have run out of time. They're not at their computers. I don't know what is going on. This is gonna, dude, I just want, like, where are these people located? This is gonna be 5 out of 6. Make it 5 out of 6 people that let the clock run out, and then they go to auto pick, and this is unbelievable. I've never had this happen. This is unbelievable. Oh, did he actually pick someone? No way. He freaking wasted all of that time and then picked Dalvin Cook in a mock. Yeah, it's... All right, guys, so we're coming up. I'm pick 18 here, and I've got Cooper Kupp, so definitely going to be targeting a running back. That's a good pick, Joe Mixon. I like reaching for Joe Mixon. I don't think I'll be able to get DeAndre Swift. That's fine. Fournette is someone, guys, I might have to take Fournette here. I don't love it, but you have to think he was a beast last year, and I'm a little worried about wear and tear. That's it with Fournette. Just that, there hasn't been a heavy workload, and he ends up getting picked. So I'm not interested in Kamara. I'm not interested in Williams. I'm not interested in Connor. I'm not interested in Jones. I will go ahead and take Cam Akers. So, that's a lot of running backs. But, Kamara, he's going to probably be suspended. His workload has been ridiculous. He's due for an injury, and he's just not efficient at rushing the football. He averaged like 3.7 yards per carry. They got to get someone else. I'm fine with either taking DJ Moore or Saquon here. I would be fine with risking it for Saquon at this point. But I feel like I need a stable, maybe Javonte Williams. The concern with Javonte Williams right now is just the issues with Melvin Gordon being there, man. Is Melvin Gordon going to get, carries? That's a problem. Aaron Jones with A.J. Dillon, I feel like that's a reach, but I might have to take Aaron Jones here. Because he is an RB1, right? He is an RB1. Otherwise, Saquon is just such a risk. It's like I've already got Cam Akers coming. I'll take Saquon if Aaron Jones... Well, I might just want to take Saquon instead of Aaron Jones. Saquon, what is his current status? He's healthy. He is a healthy boy right now. It's been a downwards. Oh, I'm on the clock. Williams. So I could take Aaron Jones. I'll take Saquon. I feel, it's a mock draft. We'll risk it with Saquon here. I just realized it. I took both Cam Akers and Cooper Kupp. They're in the same offense. I wouldn't recommend that. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, but it's not 100% ideal to do something like that. I don't know why we're drafting Zeke, guys. I think people would just pick Zeke because of his name. I mean, Zeke in front of J.K. Dobbins is crazy. Waddle. Maybe I'll go Waddle here. I would love to get Waddle, although we have 4 picks until mine. So if I can't get Waddle, what I'll probably just do is I might just... Well, actually, I have 2 picks coming up. Because Montgomery is just not an attractive player, man. In that offense, it's not... And Justin Fields is going to steal rushing touchdowns from him, too. Kyle Pitts, I do not like that pick. I feel like there's such great value with Waller and Kittle. I know they could get injured, but there's great value. It's almost like I have to take either Waddle or J.K. Dobbins here. I got to get one of them because I got back-to-back picks here, and then I'll take Judy. Yeah, you should not be drafting Antonio Gibson here, guys. Come on, folks. See if we can get this going. So I might be able to get Waddle and get a good... That's 2 great possession receivers with Kupp, the PPR points, Waddle. Now we're starting to build something. And Waddle gets picked. He got auto-picked. That's great. So I could take, really, J.K. Dobbins or Breece Hall. Yeah, because that's good because I have Saquon. You have Saquon. You've got an injury concern there. You want to load up on your running backs. It's tough. I'll take J.K. over Breece Hall. But it's close. It's really close. If I can get... No, there's no reason to pick Breece Hall then. I will go ahead right now. And I'm just going to take Jerry Jeudy. I know people will probably say, I love Amon-Ra and I love DK Metcalf. Chris Godwin's good, but there's something about Jerry Jeudy, guys. It's so obvious it's going to be such a breakout year for him. But Amon-Ra is another good pick here. Really, either one. Well, I can't even badmouth these people because I took a while. I can't even do that. Brandon Cooks, let's not do that, folks. That's not good. Hollywood Brown is ranked 46. I like that. Take Michael Thomas. I like that pick a lot. I could take Breece Hall right now, man. Should I seriously do it to load up on running backs? I mean, who would be my receivers, though? Could I get Kittle next round? I might just take Breece Hall. Seriously, guys, it's an interesting strategy. It's an interesting idea. Load up on the running backs because you got the injury concern with Saquon Barkley. People thought I was tanking this draft. I'm doing the 300 IQ. I get the high upside, and then people say, oh, who's your other receiver? Guys, wait for it. If I can get Kittle this next round, I get George Kittle or Waller. George Kittle or Waller. Oh, George Kittle that's a good... I'll give you credit. That's a good pick. You know what? If I can't get Waller, what I'll do with the tight ends, I have a vendetta against Dalton Schultz. He's just such a... You need to block someone. If you're going to be a tight end, you have to learn how to block. But I actually love Dallas Goedert or Gesicki. Really, either one. So I would just wait for a tight end if I can't get Waller. But I do like Waller's value. Of course, he has to be healthy, but still, especially in a 10-team league. And I do desperately need a receiver. So what's going to happen is, I don't want Marquise Brown. Jerry Jeudy might still be... Oh, my God. This team might be illegal. I've got Breece Hall on my bench, and I might still get Jerry Jeudy. Oh my! You're taking QBs. You're making it easy for me. You're helping me out. Why do you have to? You don't have to. I like that pick. I love Travis Etienne. The thing about it, guys, I always say I love Travis Etienne. The way the draft is. Why are we taking Tom Brady in the 6th round, folks? Come on. These people are I could get DK Metcalf and Jerry Jeudy now. They're making it too easy for me. They're making it too easy now. Come on, guys. This is sad. This is really disturbing. Honestly, I might just go Chris Godwin and then try and get Jeudy. No. We are going to draft. We're going to make sure we get Jeudy as our wide receiver number 2. So that's good that I didn't pick Jeudy in the last round because he fell. And then do we take another receiver here? No way you're going to let me get Waller. No, you're not going to make it that easy. No, you're not going to do that. Don't do that. Don't let me get Waller. Please don't. No. This is getting illegal. I'm going to have to put this on a different website. This is it was one away, dude. Could you imagine? That would have been hilarious. But Elijah Mitchell, see, the thing is, I probably should take a receiver, and I'm fine with getting Drake London here. That's probably who I'm going to take. Yeah, guys, no, all these receivers, I'm not interested. I will take Drake London, though. See, but I have Cup. I would be interested in Allen Robinson. Well, Allen Robinson, I think, is going to have a pretty good year. Definitely a matchup-based guy. I really didn't need to draft Elijah Mitchell there because I have such running back depth. Getting a receiver there was smart. Some people may argue I should have taken Allen Robinson. I would have taken Allen Robinson, but I already have Cooper Kupp on this team. So you guys see, like, why would I want... I'm not starting both of them in the same offense. The Cam Akers thing, it's kind of different because it's a running back. You know, I still think they both can score points. So, guys, I do feel perfectly fine at this point drafting Tony Pollard here. What round is this? The 8th round? Is that what we're on? We're on the 8th round here. Yeah, I would love to get Tony Pollard. I mean, you take a look at these other players. Actually, you know what? Maybe I go Jalen Hurts. So the thing with the quarterbacks, to me, I'm drafting one of two guys. I love Trey Lance. I'll just take Trey Lance in the 12th round. I really don't care. Or Jalen Hurts if I can get him. And I could technically draft Jalen Hurts right now if I wanted him. And it's the running ability, obviously. That's why I'd be picking him. You get all those cheesy points. All these receivers, Singletary, no thanks. Lockett, no thanks with Drew Lock there. Renfro, the targets are going to go down a bit. You know, Kareem Hunt might be good value if actually, I don't know about the Browns offense right now. We're going to go Jalen Hurts. I haven't drafted Jalen Hurts yet. That's fine. I could get Garrett Wilson. Hawkinson... Yeah, I don't really see much of a value in Hawkinson. I would just rather pick Dallas Goedert. You know what? Maybe I go Hawkinson here. I could probably go Hawkinson and then wait on Tony Pollard. That's fine. We'll go Hawkinson. Guys, I don't know. Hawkinson versus Goddard. I do think, well, Hawkinson seems so streaky. Jared Goff is not a bad quarterback in terms of facilitating points for tight ends or receivers or whatever. It's not like he's bad, but I do think Dallas Goedert's going to be a really good tight end. We are coming up here slowly but surely. Kadarius Toney goes. Okay, that right. We're coming up on my next pick. So guys, I'm looking at Tony Pollard. We're hoping here Tony Pollard falls to me, and that would be another great running back piece for this team. We've got Burrow and Wilson coming off the board. Unfortunately, I'd love to take Garrett Wilson. I love him, but this is a situation he's going to get auto-picked anyways. DeAndre Hopkins seems like fine value. Guys, if you do the strategy, listen. The strategy where you take like 3 running backs in the first 4 rounds, like, you've got Michael Thomas there in the 5th round. You've got Jerry Jeudy sitting there in the 6th round. You've got DeAndre Hopkins in the 10th round. Like, that is a serious good strategy, I feel like. You know, maybe you take, like, in this situation, I draft Saquon Barkley. There's a major injury risk. Of course, if he's healthy, it's a steal, but fool me once, fool me twice, fool me 300 times with Saquon. And Tony Pollard got picked. Ugh. All right, so what I might take Hopkins. I might go Hopkins here, guys. And wait. Yeah, get a veteran receiver. I like that. Because I only have Drake London, and my flex is a running back. So that's why I did that. And then I will go ahead and take Kenneth Walker if he's available. Guys, I keep getting sniped with Tony Pollard. It's making me sad. Brandon Ayuk seems like good value too. But if you're going to draft a Seattle running back, I would highly recommend Kenneth Walker. Just based on upside, I think they're going to want to use him. He was a high 2nd round pick. They're going to be tanking. They're going to be out of it. Of course, you would say maybe a Rashard Penny injury happens. We know. Look at these auto picks. Oh my God. I'm not even going to get to talk about the fantasy leagues that I want to do now. What is going on, folks? Who am I picking here? Okay, I'm the only person left. This is pretty typical of these drafts. How many bench spots are left? 3. So normally what I do, you know what? I might go Deshaun Watson for one of them. I mean, like, honestly, does it even matter at this point? You know what? So I would always recommend people get Alexander Mattson. I'm not going to get him in this draft. Tyler Algier is moving up boards. That's my guy. I always draft him. And I always draft David Bell. I'm not going to draft him in this draft. I really can't even talk about it. Everyone's on auto. But guys, let me tell you how it was explained to me. When it comes to the fantasy leagues, I want to do 3 different leagues. I can't be the commissioner of the leagues, but I can join them. So I need someone else to be the commissioner. And the way the league... Let me draft Mattson. Guys, Mattson, even in a 10-team league, you need an injury with Mattson. But if you get an injury, it's basically... actually, I'm not even sure why I drafted Deshaun Watson. I think he might get suspended the entire season. Yeah, don't draft Deshaun Watson, I'll say that much. Commanders actually have a good defense, or a solid defense, but again, when it comes to the defenses, you're going to want to research who has a good matchup week 1, who's facing a bad offense. But guys, when it comes to the 3 fantasy leagues I want to do, it's the same as last year, and it was a bloodbath last year. I destroyed my fans, they'll admit it. I drafted Jamar Chase, Amon-Ra St. Brown, it was a big thing. What I'm saying... The one league is going to be a standard 1.12-team PPR. We all go try hard. It's normal. That's the one league. The next league is a 20-team standard 1-point PPR. It's a deep league. It's miserable. 20-team leagues are miserable, but they're fun and they can be done. So it's just a standard 1-point PPR. No crazy scoring. We're going to go ahead and draft Suck Up because the Buccaneers score a lot. So that's the second league. And you can see my team right here. The third league is actually going to be either a 10 or a 12 team normal scoring. The one difference, it's a 2 QB league, and it puts an emphasis on drafting quarterbacks early. So you have to start 2 quarterbacks, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a flex, a tight end, a kicker, and a defense. It's the same exact thing. Everything's the same, except you have to start 2 QBs per week. And people have to adjust their strategy to draft quarterbacks earlier. Because whether it's a 10 or a 12-team league, the 2 QB league will probably be 10 teams, but I don't know. Either way, those are the 3 leagues. So the 12-team is completely standard 1-point PPR. The 20-team is completely standard 1-point PPR. The only thing different is it's 20 freaking teams. It's deep. It's challenging, it's miserable, but it's fun. And then... the third league is either a 10 or a 12 team, 2 QB, everything else is the same, still 1-point PPR. Or I don't want to mess with it and do half-point PPR, but I do think a half-point PPR might be better. But guys, this is my team. So yeah, I mean, I didn't realize I drafted 2 guys in the same offense, but it's not like it's a huge deal. Taking Kupp and Akers, I think they can both produce. You know, it is what it is. Saquon is definitely a risk pick. We'll see. J.K. Dobbins, I think, will be great. He has fresh legs coming off injury. You can't say he's injury prone. I mean, he wasn't injured at all at Ohio State. Breece Hall, the rookie, kind of a bench piece in case Saquon gets injured. Jerry Jeudy, just an unbelievable pair with Cooper Kupp. Drake London, he's a guy I can stash on the bench. He's going to get a lot of targets later in the season. Jalen Hurts is just kind of a glitch with the rushing ability with fantasy. Hawkinson... I mean, listen, if you're in a 10-team league, you can take Hawkinson, you can take Dallas Goedert, you can take Gesicki. You're just throwing darts at a board. I would say try and get your hands on Waller or Kittle. And I was 1 pick away from Waller. Hopkins is because I wanted a veteran receiver. And, you know, I can stash him on my bench. Kenneth Walker is kind of a later, you know, another depth piece. I think he can be an RB1 if an injury happens. Or really just in general, because I think Seattle's going to tank and they're going to be like 2-10 and they'll be starting him. Yeah, I would not recommend drafting Deshaun Watson. Tyler Algier is my sleeper. Mattson is just strictly a handcuff. If you get an injury, you struck gold. And then, you know, whatever, the Commanders defense, Ryan Suck Up, that is what it is. That's just kicker defense. So that is the overall team. And guys, again, 3 leagues we're looking at. With the way the setup is, it just comes down to people, you know, being active in the leagues. That's what it always struggles. We always get struggles. People always leave after like week 3. So we want people that are going to be active the entire league. preferably. Of course, if you start 0-4 or 1-5, it becomes an issue. So that's human nature. People are just gonna stop trying or playing or whatever. But that is the 3 leagues we would want to do for the kind of, fun little thing. The 3 different leagues I would want to do for here. And if we can get that going, it would have to be, I would say we wouldn't be drafting until, normally I do a draft September 1st and September 2nd, things like that. You don't want to be drafting, during the preseason, because there are normally 1 or 2 major injuries. Like 1 or 2 of these guys that I just drafted early could get injured and be out for the year in the preseason, I'm saying. So that's why we want to wait for the mock drafts, or wait for the preseason to happen, and then do our main drafts like September 1st, September 2nd, things like that. If we can get a time down and things like that, we could do something there. So, we'll see what happens, and that's going to do it for this mock draft video, drafting 3rd overall. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description. I'm, of course, the Depressed Ginger. Thank you for watching.